Outdoor power equipment. In this training, you'll learn the safe operating techniques and how to start, service, and operate your outdoor power equipment. It includes chainsaws, trimmers, blowers, just about anything that's operated by gas and now battery. So part of the procedure is the setup. And the obvious is, where do you get that information from? The most important part of the training is to read the owner's manual thoroughly. When it's time to go out in the field, it's important to think about what you're going to wear. It's good to wear sturdy, snug-fitting clothes like jeans and a shirt, and if you have to wear a jacket, it's good to wear one that's tight-fitting. Also remember, it's that time of year where it could be muddy, snowy, or icy, to wear good boots that have good traction and might even be steel-toed to protect yourself from those falling logs. Next up are chaps. Really important to protect your lower limbs from that safety chain that might come in contact with your skin. Next up, we want to think about gloves. I really prefer the Milwaukee Cut Level 1 or Cut Level 3 gloves, but leather gloves are okay too. And here's a set that work out really well, but something that gives you grip and safety while you're operating. Next up, we want to think about our eyes and safety protection. Safety glasses are real important, and you can get multitude of different ones. And once you're thinking about face protection, think about your hard hat. And this comes with earmuffs that give you that hearing protection, and also a face shield that gives you face protection from falling debris. One thing we want to emphasize is how to do it properly and not to pull start. It's kind of a macho thing. People think that's cool, but we want to show them how to do the three-point starting procedure. Want to check the saw to make sure it's ready to go. We'll put it in the choke position, and we'll also engage the blade brake to make sure that it's ready to start. While operating the saw, we want to make sure we maintain it. Checking chain tension is important by just simply pulling up on the chain and seeing it's a little gap between that and the bar, and cleaning the air filter while you're out in the field, and reinstalling the cover. Similar safety features to the gas-operated chainsaw are the battery-operated. If you've got a battery-operated power tool, you'll probably find a battery-operated chainsaw or trimmer that fits that. Wanted to point out on this Milwaukee the similarities. When you start this saw, it's instant. There's no startup of the engine. You hit the trigger and it's go. The other feature that we have, similar to the gas-operated, is the chain brake. So it's operated by hitting the lever or inertia. If you get a kickback and you're in this position, the horizontal, it'll also activate. We'll show the blade brake now. The other thing to remember is that the chain, when operating, doesn't stop like a gas-operated when it hits your chaps. Manufacturers recommend still wearing chaps when you're using battery-operated chainsaws. But remember to be much more safe around the battery-operated saw. Similar to the chainsaw, whether you're operating a pole saw that converts to a trimmer or a battery operated trimmer, the safety principles are the same. We want to have eye protection, hearing protection, a face shield if it's available, and good footing and good footwear. The trimmer operates immediately. There's no gas oil mix, and it's real convenient. And you do have the gas operated trimmer that has a harness that should be adjusted properly. And it's a wide stand with the handlebars to cut brush, and you want to have good footing and operate safely. Power saws, whether they're gas or electric, need to have the same respect as chainsaws and trimmers. We want to make sure we wear our personal protective equipment like our safety glasses, hearing protection, and hard hat, and a face shield if available. Remember, the RPM on the blade is really important. Gas saws are a high RPM blade, and they need to have that blade rating for the saw. Let's start it and give it a go. One of the biggest challenges for outdoor power equipment today is good quality fuel. A lot of the fuels contain ethanol, and it has a separation issue inside the tank in storage. One of the solutions is a product that still has, and many other manufacturers have, is called Motomix. It's a 93 octane fuel oil mixture that doesn't separate and has a shelf life of up to 2 years. And it really makes a difference with your outdoor power equipment. Manufacturers recommend 10% or less ethanol and a good quality oil mix to go with that fuel. Each manufacturer has good quality mix, and you want to follow those directions to the ratio of how to mix that with your fuel.